outside of on the field OTAs, practice news, there is a little bit of other news coming out of the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, if you haven't heard.
If you're on social media, I think everybody has been privy to Harrison Butker's commencement speech in some way, shape, or form. I don't know that many people watched the whole thing, but you've at least probably seen clips or heard other people really giving them the business on social media. We heard finally from the Chiefs a little bit. Pat and Andy both addressed the media this week. I thought what they said was outstanding. I've heard other people. I saw Rich Eisen speak on it on the Rich Eisen show. I think a lot of people are offering their perspective.
Yeah.
So I guess it's time for us to share. I'll let you start. You know Harrison.
Yeah, I know Harry, and I saw him in the building.
Nice. What were your impressions?
Harry in the building, and
Is it Harry? He goes by Harry?
I call him Harry. I probably might be the only person that calls him Harry. But, that just tells you how long. I mean, I've known him for 7+ years, probably 8+ years.
Yeah.
And I cherish him as a teammate. I think Pat said it best, where he is every bit of a great person and a great teammate. He's treated friends and family that I've introduced to him with nothing but respect and kindness, and that's how he treats everyone.
Yeah.
When it comes down to his views and what he said at the St. Benedict's commencement speech, those are his. I can't say I agree with the majority of it or just about any of it outside of just him loving his family and his kids. And I don't think that I should judge him by his views, especially his religious views of how to go about life. That's just not who I am. I think I grew up in a beautiful upbringing of different social classes, different religions, different races and ethnicities in Cleveland Heights. And that's why I love Cleveland Heights for what it was. It showed me a broad spectrum, or just a broad view of a lot of different walks of life. And I appreciated every single one of those people for different reasons. And I never once had to feel like I needed to judge them based off of their beliefs.
Yeah.
My household, my mother and my father both provided for our family. And both my mother and my father made home what it was. So they were homemakers and they were providers. And they were unbelievable at being present every single day in my life.
No doubt.
And I think that was a beautiful upbringing for me. Now, I don't think everyone should do it the way that my parents did, but I certainly and sure as hell thank my parents and love my parents for being able to provide and making sure that that home was what it was, because I'm not the same person without both of them being who they were in my life.
It's always great to hear from people that really actually know people than to a bunch of people reacting to comments without really ever having met the guy. I think that the teammates' reactions with the Chiefs, Andy Reid's reaction, I think you learn more about people with who they are on a daily basis. There's always going to be opinions that everybody shares that you're going to disagree with. And make no mistake about it, a lot of the things he said in his commencement speech are not things that I align myself with. But he's giving a commencement speech at a Catholic university, and shocker, it ended up being a very religious and Catholic speech. And to me, I can listen to somebody talk and take great value in it, like when he's talking about the importance of family and the importance of that a great mother can make. We'll also acknowledge that not everybody has to be a homemaker if that's not what they want to do in life.
Yeah.
When you're listening to somebody, you take in things that you like, you listen to other things, and you say, well, I don't fucking like that. Like, I've had so many people ask me, what would you do if your daughters had to sit there and listen to somebody tell them after they just earned a degree that they should just go to a line to be homemakers? And I would say, if my daughters listen to anybody tell them what to do, that they should be homemakers, then I've failed as a dad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't care who's talking to them. If you let somebody up on a stage tell you that you can't do that, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I guess I won't go be a Fortune 500 CEO, like, you aren't going to make it. Like, what are we talking about? All you have to do is just say, like, if you don't like what somebody says, all you got to do is say, oh, that guy's a fucking idiot. And then you move on. Like, I don't get what the whole fuss is about, quite honest. I mean, I get what the fuss is about, because I know that certain of these groups have been persecuted against for a long period in this country. And women in particular, obviously, my wife, she was, I think, a little bit frustrated with some of the comments. Initially, I said, listen, you're going to need to go back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. I'm listening to the game right now.
We were doing so good. We were killing it. We were killing it.
I hope she didn't hear that.
You're ridiculous.
She's going to use the sword before this episode's over with.
And you touched on this.
He's got all the...
So Travis and Jason Kelce made a comment about the commencement speech from Harrison Butker, the kicker from Kansas City Chiefs. And what's his name? Jason is being funny, and he's all talking about if his daughters listen to somebody who is telling them not to try to become some CEO, and that means he is failing as a father, he says. And then at the end, and Kylie came in and telling Kylie to make sandwich for him. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And response from Travis Kelce is also so hilarious. And he said, "You've been doing good, Jason. You're doing good." And you're basically he's just ruined it. But then made good comments. I get it, because that's his beliefs. It's not what everybody should believe, and everybody, you do whatever you want to do. But I guess the majority of the people, he is making commencement speech to young graduates who has the whole life ahead of them, and then this Harrison Butker kind of tell these kids that woman should be the homemaker, basically, for what my understanding, and but there's their comments about that speech, about the commencement speech of Harrison Butker from Kansas City Chiefs. So this is from today's episode of New Heights, May 24. So they moved from Wednesday to today. So there you have it. Travis and Jason Kelce's comment about the Harrison Butker. Buckner.